toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start. Things out.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing, Mariota. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rivers to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Rivers
on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 57.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check, check.
Watch time, watch time.
Third and long here for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Hey, Sue. Watch the twist. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They run. This is Lewis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mariota now. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them.
48 for Mike. I'm here all day.
Alpha!
To throw again on second down. Rivers. Open man is Cantrell. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Right now, let's go. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
First down, Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Chargers.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Done. 80.
55.
Hey, Delta.
On third down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
He's got a man, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And the Chargers first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Left. 48,
From the gun, Rivers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rivers now from the 50. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch. Check. Watch safety creep. Safety creeping.
A second down run with Lewis. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Red Delta!
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, Haywood! Mike, 55.
From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Keep it skinny. Check line. Watching your 5. You got double up. Load it. 0.
Play fake. Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the boot.
From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's get off the field, D.
180.
Mike 48. Yo. Yo. Check 48.
Now Rivers on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to them. 15 big yards.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing, Mariota. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go.
Now Mostert. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go.
Here's Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Off the play fake, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Run 80!
Check 55 to Mike.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, Dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.